Hello my angel, welcome back to my channel. If you're joining us for the very first time, welcome. Sduzondo. We do all things motherhood and self-care here. I hope that you do stick around, and if you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up, leave me a cute little flower emoji in the comment section, and also subscribe. I'm sure you guys have already seen by the title of this video how to romanticize your life. 4 habits that I do on a daily basis to romanticize my life. Something that you can also incorporate in your life, you guys. It doesn't require you to spend any money. It doesn't require you to do some drastic changes into your life. It basically all starts with the mindset and you being mindful and wanting to actually make these changes in your life or doing these daily habits, and you are going to be good to go. What is romanticizing your life? I know that social media, it has kind of made us feel that romanticizing your life is having this aesthetic life, is having this perfect life, is having this luxurious life. And I don't think that's the point, you guys. In my understanding, romanticizing your life is taking your normal everyday life and things that you do every day, your mundane things basically that you do, waking up in the morning, your morning routines, going to work, your everyday normal life, and taking those ordinary things and making them extraordinary. You know that feeling or that moment when you're watching a movie and you feel like, yo, if I was in this movie, making your life feel like you're the character, you're the main character, you some character in a beautiful movie. It's being more mindful of every little action or every little thought or every sense that you have in your life, appreciating it, being grateful. That is what I think is romanticizing your life. I started incorporating these things when I realized how much I have anxiety. I'm an anxious person. I've been diagnosed with anxiety for I think more than 2 times in the past few years, and most of the time when this has happened to me, I'd be sick physically, and when I get to the doctor would be like, it's anxiety. So I've had a lot of instances like that where doctors haven't diagnosed me with anxiety. At some point I was even on medication, but someone advised me that that medication, you can really get addicted to it, like it's honestly toxic or whatever. So I just decided that after that dosage, when that doctor prescribed it to me, I just decided that I wouldn't carry on with that medication. So yeah, so I just decided, not even then, but I realized that these are little things that I've been incorporating in my life that help me with anxiety. So being mindful and appreciating all of these little things somehow helps with your mental health, I believe. Like I said, you don't need any money, you don't need to be rich, you don't need, it's nothing luxury, it's nothing, it's all in the mindset. If I can do it, you can do it also in your daily life. First things first, I love coffee. If you love coffee, if you love tea, winter's here now, if you love hot chocolate, whatever it is that's your favorite drink that makes you feel warm and cuddly and like so good when you drink it, it doesn't have to be warm. When you drink that cup of coffee or when you drink that cup of tea, please try this for me and let me know how this made you feel. Grab your cup with both hands, drink it with both hands, and when you are drinking it, really enjoy that cup of coffee or really enjoy that cup of tea. I know that every day we're on the go, like we're rushing to get to work, to get our kids to school, whatever the case may be. I know this happens with me. I don't get to do this every day, but during weekends, I make it a thing to say, even if I have a bad day, but that first 5 minutes of my day where I am having my cup of coffee, I am going to relax, calm down, really enjoy my cup of coffee and really enjoy every sip and actually appreciate it. And you guys, true story, this one lady at work, she was like to me, you are very anxious, like random, out of the blue, doesn't know me personally, nothing. And she was like to me, I've picked up that you're very anxious. Hey, like, are you fine? And then this one time she was like, you know, I'd really love us to have lunch together and enjoy lunch together. So she invited me to lunch. We went down to the cafeteria and she was just telling me, Wuti, you know, sometimes if you live this way and you're constantly anxious and you're living, when you're on the go, you miss out on the great things in life. So take time to really appreciate every little thing that you have going on around you so that you just live. Guys, we tend to worry about the next thing. We worry what needs to be done next. We worry about where we're gonna get money next. We always on the go and we always worrying about the next thing, and we don't really get to look at the now and the things that we have now to really appreciate and be like, wow, thank you. Really appreciate that cup of coffee. If you feel like maybe this is not enough, buy yourself a cute little mug. I've mentioned this when I bought this mug, my white mug that's written coffee outside. And I don't know, every time when I drink my coffee, I always gravitate towards it, and it somehow, I don't know what it is, but it somehow makes me feel some type of way. I am getting to a point where I do love simple neutral colors, but I also love bright colors, if I'm being honest. I've always been a girl who loves pink, but also had this mentality, oh, I'm graying, I need to get out of this love for pinky, whatever. But I've realized, no, I actually love pink and I actually love bright colors. So I really want to get into incorporating all these cute, beautiful, bright colors back into my life. Want to buy myself, when spring starts this year, I'm going to buy myself a cute, bright mug. Either it's going to be pink, orange, rainbow. I want you to take time and incorporate those little habits in your life, and just come back and let me know what difference it made in your life, you guys. And it's not going to be like, oh wow, oh my God, suddenly my life, like fireworks, everything's amazing. No, it's not going to be like that. Second habit that you can incorporate in your life is really appreciating the small things. I think I've said this again. When I say appreciating the small things, you guys, waking up in the morning, listening to the birds chirping, watching the sunrise, watching the sunset. You know those moments where the sun is orange, pink, and a bit of blue, a mixture of those colors. That moment is beautiful. Those moments, the moon, the stars, trees, birds chirping, those little things where when you really take time and you're intentional and you're like, wow, this is actually quite amazing. Oh wow, those birds sound nice. And you just don't pass by, your life just doesn't go passing by. You really appreciate and you realize, that little things that God created, they are beautiful. Like, you just like, this man, when he created this, like, he was working. He was so creative because it is so beautiful. So take time to appreciate those small things, you guys. Being out in nature, take a walk. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I was never really a person who was like, yay, let's go out in nature. I think it's also because I'm a KZN girl. I grew up around nature. Primary, high school, we went to camps. It was all nature. So eventually when I came and I grew up, I almost felt like, hey, nature's not really my thing or whatever. But being a mom has actually taken me back and grounded me into actually appreciating nature, and this means to you guys, if you want to take your walk, or if you want to get into steps, you know how you guys count your steps, being healthy, and if you're that type of person, when you're taking a walk, when you're jogging, enjoy it. Don't just, I'm walking. Don't just, I'm jogging. When you go outside and you feel a nice breeze, take a moment and say it out loud if you want to. Be like, yo, that breeze is actually quite nice. Oh wow, the sun is actually shining, like it's really nice, like it's hitting. Almost every day my child needs to be out there. She actually needs to play. I need to make it a thing and be intentional to say, okay, it's Saturday, we haven't been outside, we need to take 2 hours where she's gonna go outside. And those moments when she's playing and appreciating just being outside, I've also gotten myself into a habit of instead of just me being there, maybe being on my phone, I actually leave my phone behind. If I'm not going to be vlogging, I leave my phone behind and I really just enjoy sitting on the grass. If I'm sitting on the grass, enjoying the sun. Zuiwe and I would be walking and we see a bird maybe taking a walk, and we would laugh and appreciate looking at watching a bird just walking across the street, and we have a good laugh. And you know how laughing makes you feel? Laughing makes you feel good. So what I want to say is, kids appreciate little things. Like, we will be walking and she will be like, oh my goodness, look at the orange feathers of that bird, or look at the yellow legs of that bird. Like, little things like that. Things that if I'm being honest, I never really used to notice. But I've noticed that every time this has been part of a habit in my life and my child's life, I really, really, really appreciate those little things. And it makes me romanticize my life and not make me feel like, I need to do this, or this again. Self-love, cooking yourself. And when I say self-love, for example, your favorite meal, whatever your favorite meal is, when you cook it, really enjoy cooking it. Don't just chop the onions. Now I know it's a bit crazy because we have load shedding going on. Usually now when we cook dinner, we have to take 30 minutes, chop quickly, do everything quickly because we're trying to beat the load shedding time. I'm a very aesthetic person. I love aesthetics. I like something cute. I love something for it to look cute and beautiful. Doesn't mean that for you to romanticize your life, you have to be that person. No, you don't have to be that person. But if you're into that, you guys, there's something about summer where I'd make yogurt, plain yogurt, put strawberries, bananas, and some syrup on top. That would just make me feel good about that cute little small bowl. Whatever it is that you appreciate when it comes to cooking, when it comes to enjoying a dish, do that. And when you're having your dinners, normalize putting your devices aside and really enjoying dinner and conversating with people that you have around you, if you do have people around you. You know, just really take time to enjoy your dinner and really enjoy your food without being distracted by other things that we have going on around in our lives. Point number 4 is slowing down. So when I say slow down, I mean your night routine. Again, this is not something that you're going to do every day. Realistically, it's a habit. So you learn to do it consistently every day. It's not something that you're just gonna catch on the word go, fireworks, now everything's gonna be great. No, it's gonna take time. It's a habit. You start slowly but surely, and eventually you realize that you do it naturally. To a point where, you guys, the little things that I appreciate, I've noticed that because I appreciate them, even my child appreciates them. Like, we'll be walking some days and I'm not even noticing how beautiful the sky is, and so we'll be like, look how beautiful the sky is, look, the sky is orange, oh mama, look at the moon, wow, you know, little things like that. So I love that the little habits that I have are now passing on to her, which honestly really makes me happy, because it means that she's also now enjoying, I think, but kids really do enjoy every little thing, but I think also the type of influence that you have also makes a difference. When you are nighttime routine, either washing dishes or cooking your dinner, give your room some mood, make it moody. And one thing that you can do to make it moody, you guys, there's this thing that I like. When my living room lights are on, my passage or my kitchen lights will be off. Like, I like this moody, dim environment, mood, or whatever, where the lights are just a bit toned down and it's not too bright. I can't wait to get to a point where I can have an actual lamp in the living room and I can actually adjust it to the certain like dimness that I want. Please try that. Please try changing the mood of where your environment is, where you're living, and just make it some type of way in the evening. Make it really dim, not too bright. Make it really dim. Slow down when you're cooking your dinner and slowing down your nighttime routine. Listen to some music. Sometimes we and I will have a good chat. If you're not having a good chat, we'll have a good dance session. And if we honestly think about it, I feel like romanticizing our life, it's not a new day thing. It's just that now there's a term of romanticize your life, you know, that's making it seem all bougie and all, you know, but it's not really, because if you think about it, these are little things that our parents used to do. You know how every Saturday, where we all grew up in households where every Saturday is clean Saturday, and every time I clean, your parents will be blasting some good music while cleaning. Because when you're doing those mundane everyday activities and you enjoy and you add some fun and you add some character and you add some adventure into that activity, it somehow doesn't become like a chore. You really do enjoy it. So when I do things like dishes, cleaning, maybe I put my favorite YouTuber in the background, or I listen to some music, whatever, so that you don't feel like, oh my God, now I'm cleaning, oh my God, you know. So even in the evening, when you slowing down and doing all of that, dimming the lights in your room and having a slow nighttime routine and having that ambience in your space, it makes you feel really good. And also when it's time to go to bed, it also makes bedtime much more exciting, because you have calmed down. And if you're the type of a person like me, I'm an overthinker. Like, I think a lot, hence I'm anxious. I think that's obvious. Having moments like that, or really slowing down before bed, it does help me, because I'm one of those people who can try to, if my maybe nighttime routine was just a lot. I'll be those type of people. Maybe I'm too tired, but now I can't sleep because my brain is overworking itself. So really incorporate slow routine, slow nighttime routine, and just relaxing. But most importantly, you guys, romanticizing your life is enjoying the mundane things and making the ordinary things extraordinary. And this takes you being mindful and you being intentional and you telling yourself that this is a mindset that I want to have for my life, to romanticize my life, for me to actually feel a certain way and not always feel like, oh my God, my life just sucks, or be always anxious and all of that. That's what I think is romanticizing your life. And also a beautiful just testament that I want to add before I end, you guys, is that I've had these notes and I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time now, months even, but I've just been having imposter syndrome. Like when you are doing social media, you have a lot of moments where you feel like, am I good enough? Are people even gonna take it if it's coming from me? That all comes from you feeling like, oh Mina, I don't have like certain numbers, so maybe I can't give out this information. You need to have a certain level of, but I'm just like, numbers, what do they have to do with your life and things that you do on a daily basis? Nothing, honestly. So I had to snap out of it and be like, girl, stop it. But I think an icing on the cake is that when I went to church last weekend, I feel like the sermon spoke to me and I felt like God was saying to me, I'm telling you, this is a go ahead. You need to get this done. Otherwise, I don't know. Because I just felt like that was the last stamp to it, where he was saying, please do this, get this done. I am giving you all the blessings to actually do this video. So here we are now. Our pastor was saying is that God is an artist. God created all of this beautiful lives. God created it. God is a beautiful artist. God created us, right? And he is working. And another thing, when you're an artist and you have a piece of art, you are constantly working on that art, and he is constantly working in our lives, even though we don't feel it, or even though sometimes we don't see it and we feel like, my life is just, I feel like I'm behind, I feel like my things are not moving forward and all of that. Just to add on that, this is going to be that topic of you feeling like you are behind, or you feeling like, why haven't you reached that level? That's going to be our topic for our next conversation. But anyway, moving forward, so what he was basically saying, that God is an artist. He is working on our lives constantly, every day, whether you see it or not. He is working. And another thing, we are also artists. God gave us this canvas, which is our lives, and we need to work on it. We need to be artists. So when you're an artist in your life, it means that every day, those everyday mundane activities, ordinary activities, and all those things, imagine how you would feel in your life if you really were intentional and were mindful of the little things that you do in your life, you know, and you genuinely just romanticize your life. The pastor didn't say romanticize your life, but the sermon basically was talking about the fact that we are artists. God is an artist. We are also artists. Our lives are our blank canvases that we can constantly work on every day, basically. So yeah, and just appreciating, really appreciating. I think what I want you guys to take, and why I felt like I needed to say this, is that being or romanticizing your life is appreciating your life, is being grateful, you guys. Nothing will make you feel good as being grateful. Whether you are happy with where you are or whether you are not, be happy, be grateful, you know. So like I said, whether you're happy about where you are, whether you're not, and I know most of us are not, but be grateful. So next topic for next week, we're going to be talking about feeling like you're behind, feeling like, why am I not where other people are? Why are other people moving and it feels like I'm not moving? So yeah, anyway, you guys, that was just a sneak peek on the next coming topics. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video and you can't wait for the next segment, please do subscribe, you guys. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.